Today, we're walking you through the major updates and powerful new features introduced in version 3.0. The first new feature expands SenCore's data ingestion layer. With version 3.0.0, we add FTP protocol support, enabling both push and pull-based transmission models. To configure it, open any station and select View Details. Then go to the API and Integration tab. Here you'll find your API credentials and the 4 supported protocols. Switch to the FTP tab and select Create FTP Import. SenCore will then pull station measurements directly from your FTP server on the schedule you define, perfect for legacy stations or partner networks that can only deliver data as files. SenCore now supports collaborative monitoring across teams, projects, or institutions. From the top navigation, open the Groups tab. The first time you visit, you'll see an empty state. Let's create our first group. Click Create First Group, give it a clear name, for example, Greece_stations, and an optional description. You can also decide whether other members are allowed to add their own stations to the group, or whether sharing remains owner-controlled. Once created, every group exposes a shareable invitation link. Use Copy Link to invite collaborators, or New Link to rotate the token if needed. Members joining the group will see all shared stations on a dedicated dashboard, making cross-team monitoring as simple as sharing a URL. The third new feature is semantic data interoperability. Heterogeneous sensors speak many different dialects. SenCore now maps every measurement to a canonical vocabulary, so that downstream applications, dashboards, and AI models can query all stations uniformly. This standardization is exposed through the OGC Sensor Things API version 1.1, an open international standard for IoT and environmental data. In the API and Integration panel, select the OGC Sensor Things tab. You'll find the base URL of your endpoint, and below it, the fixed datastream IDs for each canonical measure: temperature, rainfall, solar radiation, wind speed and direction, atmospheric pressure, relative humidity, and reference evapotranspiration. You can either use these IDs directly, or discover them dynamically with a Get Datastreams request. Now to one of the most powerful additions in this release, the AI-powered reasoning engine. SenCore integrates an on-premise large language model that analyzes your station's recent measurements, detects statistical anomalies, and produces a human-readable interpretation. Open any station, navigate to the AI Analysis tab, and click Run Analysis. Within a few seconds, SenCore evaluates the last 48 hours of data using a Z-score test with a threshold of 3 standard deviations. For each metric, temperature, humidity, pressure, and so on, you can see the mean, standard deviation, and the number of anomalies detected, along with the exact timestamp and value of each outlier. Beneath the table, the AI Interpretation panel offers a contextual explanation. It weighs whether the anomaly is most likely a genuine extreme weather event, a sensor malfunction, or a localized microclimate effect, and recommends concrete next steps, such as cross-checking nearby stations or reviewing the sensor's calibration history. The reasoning runs entirely on-premise. No station data leaves your environment. Complementing the AI engine is the upgraded critical event alerting system, which delivers live notifications straight to Slack the moment a measurement breaches one of your thresholds. Open any station and select the Rules and Alerts tab. At the top, paste the Slack incoming webhook URL for the channel you want to be notified in, for example, an operations or on-call channel, and click Save. From this point on, every alert rule on this station will publish a real-time message to that Slack channel. Below the webhook, you can define as many rules as you like by clicking Add Rule. Each rule supports 3 distinct actions. Reject nullifies the offending value so it never enters your time series. Flag keeps the value but logs the violation for later inspection. And Alert triggers a live Slack notification, and a dashboard alert, with a configurable cooldown to prevent spam during sustained events. In this example, any temperature reading above 10 degrees fires an alert, with a 1-hour cooldown. All past triggers are kept in the violation log, accessible from the top of the panel, so you always have a complete audit trail of when, where, and why each alert was raised. The final new feature gives you full control over how each station's measurements are displayed, without ever changing how they're stored. From the environmental station's dashboard, click Configure on any station. SenCore organizes sensors into clear categories: speed, pressure, precipitation, distance, flow, radiation, and more. For each variable, you can pick the unit that suits your audience, kilometers or miles for visibility, meters for water level, and so on. Behind the scenes, all measurements remain stored in their canonical SI units, ensuring consistency across the API, the sensor things endpoint, and the AI engine. Only the presentation layer is transformed on the fly. When you're done, click Save Preferences or Reset to default to revert. And that completes our tour of SenCore version 3.0.0. Together, these 7 features, FTP ingestion, advanced validation, group collaboration, semantic interoperability, AI reasoning, live alerting, and custom mapping, turn SenCore into a fully collaborative, intelligent, and interoperable environmental monitoring platform. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy monitoring.